Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming this evening session. Because we only have up to 10 p.m. to cover the speech, anything after that, we'll get into trouble. Okay, all my others members have spoken a lot already, and I tried to fill in some gaps, and I think they purposely put me at the last, so I can try to cover some of the point that I can actually add on. Then I talk a little bit about education. Now, coming back again to the point is, I'm just very ordinary like every one of you here. Many of my friends is asking me, why am I stepping out and doing this? And you know that if you go against the ruling party policy, you know your journey is going to be very tough. You will face a lot of barriers along your way. It's going to be very harsh. Maybe some of your friends may walk away from you, but I think generally look at the big picture. It is okay. As long as I do something for every one of us, it is okay. Okay, now let me come to one of those points. Thank you. Now let me just come to one of those points here. Earlier, you know, they talk about CPF 55 years old. We want our returns of our funds. And then the government say that when you reach 55, you don't know how to handle your finances. Are we idiot? Are we stupid? No, we're not. I can tell you, we will not take our money out from CPF if we have a better returns, right? We have 2.5%. In my opinion, it is far too low. They make an investment out from our overseas investment from Temasek, and the return is coming back from 2.5. But if you give me a bit more, 4, 3.5, why would I want to take my money out at 55? I'll leave it there. If I choose to take it out, fine. If not, I leave it there. So I can tell you, this is the solution. This is where the problem lies. Thank you. Now, I also come to one more point. It's about the immigration, the 6.9 millions. Now, I'm not going to go about the whole thing around, but just think about it. This 6.9 millions, basically, when my colleague has shared, we are not against foreign talents that do not, in a way where our locals is incapable of filling up those jobs. We are again those is here to take the job away from us when our local can actually have the capability to do so. Now, if our educations is coming from one of the best schools, top 50, we have a good university, we have good polytechnics, we have very good special schools around Singapore, aren't we producing the best people that can fill up all this position? If we can't fill up this position, or if not, most of it, then we have a problem in our education. The structure and the design is a problem. Now, to think back a little bit, you have invested your children in education as young as 18 months, 2 years old, all the way up. And one of those things in education was in every mission, vision statement that you all can recall in your maybe primary school, if you can recall, or secondary school, or you can go back and flip back and look back all these mission statements. They say that their value statements say that it is about independence. The value statements say that it is about freedom. The value statements say that it gives you the choice to be the best, to develop your potential. But right now, you think about it. What happened when you come a streaming exercise as early as 12 years old, PSLE, and so on when you go to secondary schools? This streaming exercise is actually, in a way, when a child is subject to too young, what happened to those that are late developers? Are they not intelligent enough? The answer is no. They are just developing at the slower pace. They need to be engaged. There are some students as well, they are also autistic. What about that? I can tell you a lot of parents receive very little support on this area. Some students are intelligent in their way, not academically, but in music, sports, and arts. But if you stream them as early as 12 years old, isn't that discriminating? You are dividing. Think about it. Our education system needs to make some big change in this area. Now, earlier, when I mentioned about the 6.9 million white paper population, now in this aspect, it also brings down back again, Linga's earlier I mentioned about education. Now, the 6.9 million population is to address, the purpose is to address our aging population. Because by then come, we have not enough young people to look after the older ones. This is correct. No one can deny that. We Singaporeans are not producing enough babies, so we need to bring and ramp up and the population through foreign influx. Of course, what is going to happen? The fear is we will become the minority, and it will be if we do not get the Constitution spelled out correctly for us. Where's our right? Now, I ask one more thing. Why is our children, our young couples are not giving enough babies? Why? Think about it. The high cost of living is the problem. The high cost of living in anywhere, education, healthcare, transports, the bill that you want to pay, the loan to service your housing, all this add up. Do you think you want to give birth to baby? Do you think you have time? You don't have time. So the root cause of the issue is addressed all the way down to our cost of living, where our earlier on member has specified which are the main key ones. I won't touch on, you already heard that earlier. So I hope I have given you our insights and our feeling and our frustration that I also share, and I think many of you have also shared where I'm coming from. I end my speech here. Thank you.